Hello, this is a small tutorial about skill tree and blessings. So, when it's all said and done, it's about preference, but I'm gonna talk about why I prefer stuff and what I do, right? So we start with the melee skill tree here. So, this one, Fearless, I never picked this. Chance to ignore horror. You can just kite away and have some fire and fix it, so worthless in my opinion. If we check stability for health, it depends on how much you micro the units, right? It depends on how much you micro the units. If you don't micro as much, you might want extra health. But as a standard, I would do 2 attack speed increases. Normally, if you want to full spec melee, I would go attack speed 3rd and the rush skill. But I normally just do the first 2, because after the first 2, I have transitioned into ranged. So I'm not going to talk about these other that much. The reflect, when your units get hurt, they reflect damage back. It's not worth it. It doesn't do much, to be honest. And this one, I don't even know what that is. So, here, ranged, right? So, first here, vision range, attack range is great. Personally, I feel like you don't encounter that many spiders early. So I take that as number 3. Because if you have that, you can kite and kill the elite spearman. You can outrange the elite spider. And if you get the malice with reduced tower range, so hazy sky, you can, this weighs up for that, and you can still outrange the spitters with a 1 or 2 row of walls in front of your towers. Now it's easier anyway, because they lowered hazy skies from 25 to 15%, so I think it is. Or if it was 40 to 25, I don't remember. But at least this one is really good. So the first two that I pick is damage 1 and damage 2. I have tried to go all damage, but it gets more annoying to clear, because you have to kite back and forth and micro so much against the spiders. And I've tried to go all range, but going all range, you get more hits in, but it's a bit tedious with killing stuff. You need a lot of hunters or arbalists to make it worth it to hit hard enough. You could possibly get away with 3 range upgrade if you take critical cover as the last one, but it will still not help you that much clearing the map, even though you might get away with it during the last stand or the Death Knights. I'll remove that. So this is how I go. This one, 25% increased emboldening. I feel like you clear with most of your units on the map, right? And they kill a lot of stuff. So this is redundant. You don't need this. I've never taken this. I don't need it. I normally embolden like several, like 100 to 200 units. And it's fine. So you don't need that. So special ones here. Critical cover. It's this one. This is the one lately that I take. And I take it mainly because I have I go heavy on siege, so I don't have that many arbalists and hunters, right? So I want them to hit harder single target on the crushers, since I'm a bit on the low side with how I play it. If I didn't go siege and I had way more hunters and arbalists, I love burning arrows. Actually, let's do this. Here you see fire arrows, but and that helps you clear a lot faster on the map. But lately I haven't been doing that, but that's a great one. Shadow move. Range unit gets invisibility, increased movement speed, and can perform critical attacks from the shadows. I'm gonna be honest. These other two are so good. I haven't even tried this. This feels redundant like the other ones. This feels very situational. So I wouldn't go that one. Let's go to Siege. So, Siege, lately, if you've been following my channel, my new strat is 1, 2, and 3 speed. I love Speed Paler. Speed Paler is fucking great. It's amazing. So that's what I go. If we look at this knockback increase, I would, if I were to use flamers, I would possibly get 1 knockback. I think it has a knockback, but maybe that. But usually I don't. And Impalers have such good knockback as it is. It feels like they're good enough, so you don't really need this. So I'm kinda to knockback. If you go flamers though, I would go triple area of effect, so they can shoot as far past your walls as possible. But I don't do that lately. That's last year's strat. So here, booster siege units have their movement speed doubled momentarily. It's not very strong. If you have triple speed, you don't need that one. So no. This is the golden shower of Age of Darkness. Well, that's not what I was gonna say, but let's go with that. Stun. The stun is so strong, it's ridiculous. It helps you clear the spiders during clearing the map. It helps you get extra shots in on every dangerous unit like crushers and spiders and banshees that attack you during the death knight. So stun is the way to go. Sabotage, siege units explode when destroyed, damaging nearby units. That's such situational thing, and your goal is not to lose siege units. Siege units are extremely expensive, so I don't even know why this is a thing. This is the most stupid upgrade there is, so poop. So, to show this, first 2 melee, damage range, attack range. For ranged, I do critical cover, but you can also do flame arrows. It's up to you how you play. I normally do triple speed into stun, but you can also, if you do heavy flamer, do triple AoE to stun. If you throw 1 knockback increase in there, it's up to you. Boom. Okay, so next. Let's see. Okay, let's do it like this. I think it's good enough. So, it all depends on what you get, right? With these. So, I'm gonna mark yellow for the best ones. So, can we increase this? Boom. A 1. budget carpenter, you save so much money and resources with that. Everyone knows it, but that's a number one. The earlier you get it, the better it is, right? It's really really good. The other one here is 2 for 1. That's also like that's the worst one I've ever done. One. That's also the earlier you get it, the better it is. It says in training hall, but this works for siege units also. Just so you know. So 2 for 1 is really good. Okay, so let's see. Orange for number 2. So I would say I I clear I aspire to clear the entire map, and you should as well. So this is very convenient. This is a number 2. Extra vision radius is great. It's a sleeper. Most people don't like think of this as super strong, but it is. Yeah. And the thing is, the next thing I would say is nightmare fuel. When you clear, when you kill banshees and they horrify your units, if they're not emboldened yet and such, you get that. You get free heals. Like that makes clearing so much more easy, and you can keep a higher pace, like a faster pace, and you don't have to dodge back as much. It's really good. Let's do red for number 3. Uh, 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 uh. I haven't thought this through. I'm doing it on the fly like everything I do. So I hope this turns out well. I would say that units get 25% extra emboldened at the start of each day is number 3. It's good. They do more damage, they do more shred. It's nice. I would say that this one is good just for one reason, right? When you go out further on the map and you take a point of interest with resources on it, if you get, instead of like 3, you get 5 or something per dropped stack of red. If you find red there, you have a problem finding enough elites to level up your last skills. That can be a big game changer. So that's why I think that's pretty strong. Right? So let's do green for number 4. And I would say construction time is 15% faster. This one is just convenient. It's not very strong. It's just if you accidentally build something somewhere else, like in the wrong place, and they're attacking, or you missed something and stuff is attacking you, like faster build speed is okay. Right? I would say that this is good, especially if you have daybreak with more emboldened per day. This makes a little bit of difference. 10% is not much, but like if I've gotten like a lot of good ones and I have this one, I know a lot of my stuff is emboldened. I would maybe take this on Death Knight 4 or 5 if I have the shitters, if the last couple of shitters. Probably. Number 5, I would say this one. Your units aren't supposed to go less than 25% health, then you're microing badly. Uh, that's not the goal, so this one is like, if shit breaks through during the Death Knight and starts hitting you, your units, then it's probably GG or close to GG, or you take enough damage. Even if you survive, you take enough damage, so it's not worth continuing. And I would say this one, the thing is, the champion getting twice as much experience, you after Death Knight 3, you don't need you have so much units that you don't need the champion. You can use him to kite around and bait out spider shots to help your army, but at that point your army is so big that you don't need them. So if you watch my videos, I stop actually attacking with my heroes, except for Cyrus that help in the defense each Death Knight. I stop attacking with them and just run around and bait the shots. So I have a lot of runs on Nightmare where my hero has been with my main army the entire time, but they're only level 5 or 6. So it doesn't really matter what the hero is after Death Knight 3. It can help, but it's not needed. And this one, I might be biased because before this lagged out and crashed the game during Death Knights because it dropped so much resources and every resource was its own pile instead of it merging together. But I feel like if you're aggressive enough, you don't need this like a little bit of trash that drops outside of your walls. I think it's poop. And this last one. Buildings destroyed by nightmares have 60% chance to inflict AoE damage on enemies. I might be biased once again because this definitely crashed the game for a long period of time, but it doesn't do much damage and your stuff isn't supposed to break. If it starts to break, it's too late. And this one I wouldn't even take. I would take anything but this one. I refuse to take this one. Like, I just don't take it. That's my quick thoughts about blessings and skill tree. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or if you don't agree, please strike up a conversation in the comments. If you want to something else as a tutorial or a walkthrough, write it in the comments as well, and I'll do my best to do a short video of it. And please, I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. It's free. If you could show me some love, I would appreciate it greatly. Thumb this up and send this to your friends that are struggling with the game. Maybe you can help them. Peace out. Thank you. Thank you for watching.